At 6, at 4,
and a 3,
at 2,
and a 1.
Cheer.
Welcome back to the Durka podcast.
Yes, sir.
I decided to give y'all a different view on Big O.
What's up, Big O listeners?
Been hanging in there, you know.
I'm so glad y'all been rocking with us thus far, man.
Yeah, man. CJ, yeah, you mind seeing if you could hear me good and all that stuff too, man, on there? Yeah.
Yeah, the mic check.
On the Big O, yeah, make sure we good up in there, you know.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Don't keep this thing right on rolling. I guess we was looking for a different look, but I guess we ain't gonna get that.
Man, I'm glad you called that before I could get to it, man. You know, because I be always the one, you know, ready to jump.
Yeah, but I guess we're not gonna get that look.
We ain't gonna get that, man.
We're gonna roll with the punches.
So many people be hitting you up through the week, man. I guess they just like conversation, man, you know.
Well, they say they want to get on.
That's what they say. That's what they say, man.
They say they want to get on, so,
you know, they can get on.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, seeing is believing.
Yeah, man. We here every week, man, you know, calling it out.
Yeah, but before then, you know, before we got to this point, the conversation was going to be what? Masculine versus feminine energy?
Nah, before this, it was going to be why is women thinking like men, you know, but they can't because, you know, they not men. But we had to switch it up.
But yeah, we ain't getting no woman's perspective on that. So.
Yeah, I really want to hear a woman speak on that, especially somebody that indulges in that area.
Right.
You know.
So what's the topic today now?
The topic for today, I'm trying to get it together, man.
All right, we come on, man.
All right, masculine versus feminine energy.
There you go.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Before we start off the show, man, we got to dedicate the show to our fallen soldier, man. R.I.P. Marky D.
R.I.P.
You know, every show get dedicated to my fallen soldier, man.
Yes, sir.
Our fallen soldier. But we're going to keep it right on rolling, man. So you got anything you want to say about masculine versus feminine energy, my brother?
Man, I know that just like it said and just like it spelled out, masculine and feminine energy, I think that it's designed to be with who it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, feminine energy from men, you know, I understand that we sometimes might get that because we raised by women, you know, in single parent households too. You know, I understand.
Yeah.
But,
right.
You know, I guess that's where the uncles and stuff would step in, but if they don't, you know, it's still kind of up to, like, I guess we would say the community or other people around to try to help those young men along. But
how you feel like our community was coming up?
Man, really, it was us sticking together, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but as far as our elders, like, you know, did you feel like that they presence, like did it shape you into the man you are today, or was it kind of like it shaped you into the man you are today because they was on some fuck shit?
Well, I think in the beginning, see, I still say the beginning because we still in the beginning now. Yeah. So I'm still learning, but what I was taught, you know, was on some player shit, you know, and I wouldn't even say that I could just use that, you know, throughout my whole life. But you know, it's there as knowledge. You know, I ain't mad at it.
Right.
But I would have liked to know, you know, information about the world. You know, setting up a business.
Yeah.
You know. And,
that's a main thing that it could have been passed down. But I don't feel like a lot of our elders knew that either, though.
Yeah, they didn't know that. I mean, when I asked the question, they said they didn't know either. So,
right,
I can't make you know something you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but when we just kind of adapted to what we was, you know, and our just us, I guess, in our environment we was kind of fighting. You know, I won't say a lot, but we had to be men in areas, you know. So
do you feel like it was always like that though? Like it was always like we was fighting ever since the beginning?
No, I won't just say
like it was
fighting.
more
I won't say the negative part. I say that, man, when we was just out, you know, riding our bikes out in the neighborhood, man, our mission, what we was going to go do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we knew what was happening, man. So
okay,
that was just us, and then it was a talk for later on.
But to each his own.
Yeah.
But it didn't start out like that when we was riding bikes. It turned into that later.
Nah. What?
Because at first it was just us kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We was just meeting up playing basketball somewhere.
Mm-hmm. We had
a series of places that we was gonna meet up to go play ball.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be the park, you know, or Super Coop. Shout out to Super Coop.
Oh, me, man.
You know, it's Super Coop's house. Or we're going up there to Steve. You know what I'm saying? When Steve was still open, it's closed down. That's how all we is. You hear me?
That's how we is. That was our school.
But that's what it was back when we first started riding bikes, and then slowly but surely it turned into something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know.
It did, man. When we had to stand on our toes, man. I mean, just being out there by ourselves, I guess, you know, that's us figuring it out.
But as far as like our elders, like you felt like that they pushed you into the direction of being a man today, or you know?
I mean, with me being around them, I would say yeah, just because of me just trying to mimic some of the stuff, you know, as a young child. I mean, that's who I wanted to be around. Right. You know, and if they showed effort into me too, so that made me want to be more masculine like them. You know?
Because I mean, we had our Mr. Porters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We had all our you know what I'm saying, our inspirations, our Coach Dendies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had all of them that was we could look up to. We had the Big Bobs. Shout out to Sheldon Williams' dad. You know what I mean? We had a lot of people that was you know, Gary Rose. I mean, Gary Rose is cool as fuck, man. I don't think nobody even really knew that from Millwood City, but Gary Rose is the shit. I used to work for Middale Schools, man. I used to talk to him, chop shit with him every morning. So yeah, he pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I felt like the community back then was like it was some stand up shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But how do you feel like today's role models is pushing? You know what I'm saying, the youth.
I think today's role models is having a little bit of problems just because of with all the pushback they is getting. You know, from being able to discipline in a certain way, you get what I'm saying. I won't be able to when I put you in ISR or something. I mean, your kids getting up, walking out, and leaving, they doing their own thing anyway.
Right.
So I mean, back in the day, it was a little different. You know, like if it was a Mr. Porter or something, we was in some type of ISR. You know, they would have been able to snatch us up and say, "What the hell you think you doing? Boy, you better get your head back up in there."
Yeah. And it was more threats because shit, Coach Wall. You know, man, he'll put you through something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like physically, like your ass might get through across the room. So it's like, he'll put your hands on you. Coach Graham will put his hands on you. I felt like that's like the determining factor between, you know, the have and the has nots from good role models and, you know, okay role models. I don't know what they get in the schools today. You know?
I don't either.
I have no idea, but I damn sure guarantee they ain't getting no trash cans through at them. You know what I'm saying? Sure ain't, and I guarantee they not running until they puke. You know what I mean? They're not doing no shit like that today. I know they not because it'd be lawsuits everywhere.
Hell yeah, man.
But so I feel like if that's the case and we are softer on our children now, do you feel like there's an imbalance between the masculine, feminine, between not just the girls, the little girls there, but also the boys there too? Like, do you feel like this generation is a flip-flop generation between the masculine and feminine? Do you feel like there's any difference between the way women behave now versus how they were back in the day, and then men how they behave now compared to back in the day? Do you feel like there's a masculine, feminine polar switch? You know what I mean?
I think it is, man. I mean, we know just from coming up back then, we was in the middle. We 80s babies, so we was in the middle of it all. So we knew what it was like to get whooped and stuff, and we know what it's like to get yelled at too. You know, so I mean, now it's more yelling, you know, or less yelling. I would, in my opinion, and more. I'm trying to be your friend in the household, you know, and then that's some men. I mean, you can get them to develop that way, you know, just by letting them be themselves, you know. But you know, in my opinion, you still gonna need that man's opinion or that man's, you know, that energy around you in some shape or form just to be able to get that energy.
So you feel like that energy is not there no more at all for the youth?
Well, it's hard when. I would say it's gone. I mean, just on the people that I know, you know, and that I can see, it's gone because it's a lot of single parent households, man.
Is that what you see now? You see a lot of single parent households.
Yeah, I only know, you know,
on the women's side or men's side.
On the women's side, shoot, and man's side. I mean, it's just. I mean, shoot, I'm looking at it on both sides. I know just as much as I say, just as much as each on both. You know, I won't say either or. You know, but I am noticing, you know, like in households, you might have more girls and you only got the one boy and he growing up in that household full of women.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
So he almost, you know, like me, have to reach out to everybody else.
Yeah.
And try to get that feminine energy if it ain't right there in the house.
Yeah.
So you might grow up with a little bit of feminine energy too, and you know that's where that other side might come from too.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying he'd have to go out and go search for that masculine energy if he's just dominated with feminine energy constantly.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying I know where it's actually coming from. Like I'm not a scientist. I ain't did the studies on it like that. You know, but I'm just saying what I noticed. You know, from us growing up and us being visual learners. You know, seeing that if I'm in the household with just one parent, you know, even on the woman's side, I can't really speak on that to say that fully. Just on the woman's side, if I'm growing up in the house with my daddy, I might act more, you know, manly because I grew up watching my daddy grow up, you know, being a woman.
Right.
So I might mimic some of the things that he do, you know, in the world. You know, that's not feminine.
All right.
You know, so that's just my opinion on
How you feel about the little girls though? You feel like the little girls is acting different? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what affects they masculine energy in today's world? They
definitely seem like they more boyish and ready to square up with a boy, you know, like we used to do back in the day. I mean, boys used to tussle all the time. We used to tell the girls to stop, you know, sit there and be like a lady. You know, you can't do the same thing. But I'm seeing they letting a lot of the girls go ahead and do their thing. Get out there and shit, make mama proud, beat that boy up.
Damn. Pop, what about you? How do you feel like it is compared back to like it is now and back to the, you know what I'm saying, back in when the youth coming up in the day? Is it same?
Yeah.
Like as far as like women being more masculine, you feel like back in your day?
Yeah.
He said he seen the same thing. So he seen women.
Yeah.
That's why they was a little bit not knowledgeable in that area too. You see, we wasn't really. Yeah, we was just out there learning ourselves.
I mean, the gay community had to stay hidden. You couldn't
put that out in the forefront.
Right.
Yeah.
But they were there.
Right.
We had what do you call the male gay lesbians? Is butch a acceptable term?
Oh, you talking about on the girl side? Yeah.
Is that an acceptable term?
I don't know, man. I don't know the rules, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, we saying everything with respect out here. So
we had Bruce's and we had Kate's and, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Are you talking about the androgynous community?
They was in the closet, is what he was saying.
The male, female lesbians, and we had the gay dudes. Call them Kates.
Call them Kates.
And then we had Bruces, because I don't know if you can say Butch anymore. So,
all right.
Can you say Butch, CJ? I see you looking. Oh, they call studs.
We didn't have studs. That mean we had studs.
Yeah.
Right.
I think my first really scary thing about it was some dudes that I used to know. They were like top dogs in the school. Mm-hmm. They had a girl that ran around with them, and she was a stud.
Yeah.
And they told me one day that they were gonna do a train on her because.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
And it was scary.
It do get dangerous out there.
There was some criminal shit there.
Yeah, that's another side that I wouldn't even think about.
I don't know what, she was with them all the time.
Yeah.
But it was, I guess, making them look bad or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I don't want to know nothing about that. I don't want to hear nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
And I thought about telling her, but she wouldn't have believed me anyway.
Right.
She would have said I was some.
Oh, you would hate
or some shit.
Yeah. Say they wouldn't do that.
But I noticed after a while she didn't hang with them no more.
So she came to her senses anyway.
Or it probably happened.
Oh.
Yeah. She quit hanging with them, sure. Boy, that is dangerous. Boy, women, watch out, man.
I stopped hanging with them too, because that's, like I said, that's some criminal shit.
Yeah, that ain't right, man.
I wasn't that naive to go, oh yeah. Nah, okay, boys.
Right.
Yeah, fellas.
I ain't with that.
But basically, what we're saying is that the masculine energy has always been there in women anyway, since from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to now.
It's just more confusing. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Because that's the documentations that we researched today. That's pretty much what it is, because he's pulling up the same thing I was. According to medium.com, we all have masculine and feminine energy in our energy bodies. The masculine and feminine energy has nothing to do with gender. And both men and female can tap into both
aspects. To make you a male or a female.
Right.
That's all you need is one. That's why I never tripped out about gay people, like people do, like there's something strange. I'm like, if it takes just one chromosome to flip to make you a male or a female during birth, then everybody's got a little bit of everything.
Correct.
DNA.
So do we feel like there's okay, so there must be a reason now on why women are tapping more into the masculine energy.
They tired of men.
Right.
They're tired of men.
Right.
That's what I get.
Right.
They're tired of the man bullshit.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what everything I read is like, that's what they're like basically saying. Cause I read this, and this one was back in 2014, and it was called "Are Women Giving Up on Black Men?"
Yeah. Yeah, I see that on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, and it was pretty interesting what she said, and y'all can go look this up for yourself, but it's by Jania Butler, and it's called "Are Black Women Giving Up on Black Men?" And it was came out January 28th, 2014, and just a paragraph out of it, she was like, in the latest urban movies, Best Man Holiday and Medea's Christmas, I thought it was interesting that each featured a black woman in a relationship with a white man. In today's climate, we are used to seeing successful black men dating white women, but your introduction of successful black women and white men is the new twist in movies. Mm-hmm. It says, since the appointment of President Obama and his lovely wife, Michelle, I've recognized the relativity of new influx of looks I get from Caucasian professionals, giving me the I think Michelle is hot and you are too look. And then she goes on to say that I believe Hollywood is offering an alternative to go along with the national attack of black men. She said, in most of our minds, the image of the black man is tarnishing, but the black woman has always stayed by the black man up until now. It says, look at the pit bull in a skirt rapper Eve, who recently accepted a marriage proposal from British fashion designer Maximilian Cooper. She says, Eve is a perfect indication that even the toughest homegirl is changing her tune. Why would the former girlfriend and the love of hip hop star Stevie J leave America for America's dream? Mm-hmm. And I mean, man, I went and looked at the comments, and the comments was just like it just was like an ongoing bash between black women and black men attacking each other. Like, you know, like they like calling them demons. And it was just just a proof of like where we at in the state of like, so as far as
we still can't even come to a common ground on
like, you know, and then black women like, yeah, just girl give up on them. Like, you know, fuck them. Like they not family oriented. They ain't shit. We done stuck with them by, you know, through everything up until now, the infidelity, you know, the felony cases, like she going in, and then it's like the comment section is a reflection of that. Yeah. And then it's
just feeding right onto it, bro.
Yeah, it's just feeding right onto it. And then it was just interesting. I just kept on reading. And this other one called SaintBelfort.com, you know, she goes on, you know, about how she felt like she needed to tap into her masculine energy more than her feminine energy to be successful as far as running the business. You know, cause she felt like she needed to take more, you know, more force. And then she had to change her tune later on, you know, whenever she was, you know, trying, as she developed later on in life, and, you know, as she started trying to look for love and whatnot, she had to learn how to be feminine. Yeah. So she said that, you know, there's an imbalance there because some women are naturally just born with masculine energy like that. Mm-hmm. And they got to learn to be feminine, mm-hmm. you know. And then she also, I thought it was interesting because she also had this part where she listed that, let me see if I can find it real quick.
I don't think there's any problem with women using you know, masculine energy if you was trying to complete some business deals and you needed to get rough on that, you know.
Right. She went on to say that in the modern world, women have been taught to become masculine for success and survival, and that doesn't serve anybody because, for one, it's potentially conflict in their core energy. And then she says, this polarizes attraction and it creates conflict with masculine energy. So, I mean, that's basically what she's saying, is that women, black women, I mean, in general, feel like they in survival mode. Yeah. So that's kind of like what you were saying. Like, they feel like they need to tap more into their masculine energy because they in survival mode now. Mm-hmm. You know, just based off of how bad the black man is attacked. But we also got to stem back to why is the black man attacked like we getting attacked.
So is that saying that that's basically saying they was with us then? I mean, because we was being attacked, so they had to step up there with us.
Yeah, of course. You know, we all know that, you know, black women and black men is going through the same shit in America. Yeah. That's why we should be click tight more than anything, mm-hmm. you would think. But the attack is so strong that we still at a division with each other for some reason, mm-hmm. you know. And I think that's what that's the bigger picture that we're trying to point out right now, is that there's a reason why black women are tapping into that masculine energy.
Yeah, I know it's for a reason, man. I'm not just knocking it and saying that some of it ain't valid. Like I said, like if you was on some business shit, man, and I know that you got a room full of dudes, man, and you trying to get something passed, man, you on the board or something, man, you gonna have to get rough with them and you know, stoop up to that level.
Right.
You know, but being on the feminine energy shit, I would definitely want you to tap back into that shit whenever you at home, you know, or
this
you out, you know, with your peers and stuff.
What you snipping for? What happened?
What happened, man?
How you feel about it?
You got to come back, man.
Yeah, turn him up one more time, man. What do you say?
He said, leave that shit at work.
Leave that shit at work, man.
I mean, you'd have to know my aunties were. My aunties were. My aunties, I would say, they were feminine, but they didn't play around. So I don't know if that's the same thing as masculine.
I mean, that's just.
I mean, like my Aunt Willa, she tell you about yourself in a heartbeat. Aunt Reem will tell you about yourself in a heartbeat. and our Cora would. My mama was about the only one that would be like, "Oh, baby, you know."
They say the characteristic. they say the characteristics of masculine and feminine energy is masculine is strong, controlled, focused, powerful, centered, purpose-driven, love a challenge, competition, single task oriented, problem solver, wants freedom and release, makes big things small, forgets needs, admiration and appreciation, wants to be needed and respected, intimacy killer, being criticized, controlled, or shut out. And then feminine is free flowing, open, radiant, wild, destructive, emotion driven, seeks and gives loves, nurturer, multitasker, diffused awareness, wants to fill up, gather, talk, vent, make small things big, remembers, needs assurance and attention, wants trust, connection, and praise, intimacy killer, feeling unseen, unsafe, and misunderstood.
It was my aunties.
So they was both. They had it all.
That was the complete balance.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Hey.
And they knew it.
Like my stepfather was crazy. You know, your grandpa, right?
Right.
My stepfather was crazy, and he didn't fuck with them three.
We didn't fuck with him.
Nah, he might talk some shit, but it was at a distance.
He was about to throw that pot at me.
Yes. But it was while he was outside. So they were all of that.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at the imbalance being all out of whack.
No, I think it's the same. That's why I said I think it's the same. People, I don't know what it is. I think it's the same. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, I heard like dudes say like white women are more. I keep telling y'all that. I've been telling y'all that since y'all were kids. That they say white women are more submissive or whatever. No, they not. Not that. I've worked with white women my whole career because I'm in IT. I'm usually the only black dude there. I've had nothing but white women bosses, and white men bosses. I've worked around nothing but white women my whole career. Talking about 40 years. I mean, it's just I'm the black dude, and when you say Clarence, they go the black dude. Hey, that's the black dude. Yeah, okay. Well, those white women ran the gamut. They some of them, hey, they were just as. If you think a black woman's anger or something, you didn't want that white woman mad because she was the same way. So all of that stuff is just a bunch of bullshit, made up myth stereotypes. People run the gamut. You know, and that's why I say that I've seen since I was a kid to now, it's all the same. It's nothing different. It's just maybe it's more out front, and that's about it. It's just more out front. It's
just being documented more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you get more of a glimpse of everything.
Right. I guess. I mean, but to me, it's all the same. It was the same when I was a kid. Like I said, my aunties, they didn't bullshit.
Yeah, but they had to raise some kids too. I bet, though. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, but
I understand that. I mean, especially if you have your daddy around.
They had dads around.
Yeah, but
I mean, we had more dads around then than now. Yeah. Maybe that's a concern. Mm-hmm. I mean, my next door neighbor, he used to sleep on the back porch, and I didn't understand until I became an adult. He slept on the back porch.
He didn't want to be in the house with him.
He didn't want to be in there with his wife.
But he slept on the back porch. And I never understood why until I got to be.
That probably was some of the best sleep he was getting in his life.
He's like, fuck it, I'm about to go sleep on the porch.
Yeah, he had to sleep on the back porch.
God damn, that bad.
You know, I keep telling you, the only thing my daddy ever told me my whole life, the only thing he ever said to me is, "You feel like choking, bitch, leave."
Leave, get your ass up out of there.
Other than that, my dad never told me a damn thing my whole life.
That's words from the wise right there, man. If you feel like choking a bitch, get the hell up out of there, man.
You know, and my dad and my mom got along great. I mean, even with my mom being with Raymond, he didn't say shit when my dad got sick. She go over and take care of him, make sure all his shit meds was right and his bandages was good and all that kind of shit. He didn't say shit. He wasn't jealous of that at all.
Right.
He didn't say shit. You know? And my dad, I think the only thing my dad ever told him was don't ever hit one of my kids. That was me and your Uncle Big.
Oh, he talking to Raymond.
He never hit me. And he never hit Bill or John. But he talked shit to
talking shit.
Yeah, I remember the first time I met Raymond. I went and opened up the door. He said, "Move out the way, motherfucker."
That was some masculine energy for your ass right there, boy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, because the first time I took one of my friends, Lexi, out there to meet him, we was just had all the crew with us. It was back when we was rapping. He was like, "Who is this fine bitch you got with you?" And I was like, "Goddamn!" Like, hey, GB, goddamn.
Yeah.
But yeah, the masculine energy was strong with that one.
Yeah, I mean, but there's people like that now. So to me, it's all the same. It's just people can be who they want to be nowadays. Maybe because they're trying to push it all back up under now. So I don't know.
So you saying the men need some feminine energy too, then, huh?
I think men have feminine energy. Men get jealous.
Yeah.
They were getting jealous back then.
Yeah, they're getting jealous now too.
You know, I told you the story about one of my best friend's brothers was a ladies' man, and one of his girls came over one time without him. He found out about it. He was very upset. Even though it's just me, his brother, and another friend of ours. I mean, it's not like any of us gonna try to hit on this chick. It ain't like we're gonna try to do anything behind his back or any of that shit. He knows this, but he's just like, I don't know. Maybe it was some other shit that he had in mind. I don't know, but he got very upset.
Yeah.
How upset did he get though?
Very upset. He had a temper tantrum.
He was ready to choke a bitch, huh?
Yeah. He had a temper tantrum.
All because she showed up and unannounced.
He found. I forget how he found out. I think he He used to come over.
That player shit, man.
Yeah, he used to come over because we had a house.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like the sneak away place.
Uh-huh.
You didn't have to pay no money. Come on, smoke weed. And hang out.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Yeah.
And came over one day and I think she said something and he like, was you over here?
Oh, so she told on herself.
Yeah. He's like, bitch. And we were all like, oh fuck.
Yeah, she about to get her ass whooped. Kids, look away.
So, I don't know. To me, it's nothing different.
Man.
It's all the same.
Man. Wow. I heard you. I guess I ain't look at some of it like that,
It's all the same.
Shit's
more out front.
Yeah, it's just more.
Whereas people knew about it and just didn't say nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't changed at all. It's just the world revolving like the world been revolving.
Information is just being leaked, man. And more people just want to share it.
Yeah. And maybe that's the whole thing between opposites attracting. Because you got some men that are more tapped in, more with their feminine energy than they are their masculine. And then you got them being with some women that are tapped more into their masculine than their feminine. Because I do see some men, taking the back seat in the relationship, and they girl is just the dominant motherfucker, telling them what to do, telling them where to go. Like, you know what I mean? You go, this is what you gonna do by this time, and it's just, I don't know. I just can't be one of them motherfuckers. I just can't do it.
I was about to ask you something.
What?
Is that what you call them simps?
I'm a simp to a point.
To a point, man.
To a point. I have my lines you can cross. I'm your mom and me.
You married though, man. You married though.
Yeah, she's the boss.
I'm not married, so I can't say nothing.
What she says goes to a point.
Right.
And then there's a point where, you lost your goddamn mind, lady.
This is what we're laughing.
Oh shit! Like I'm a simp.
Hey, we seen our uncle do it. What at your mama's dinner, huh, boo? Oh, you wasn't there, man. My bad, man. You wasn't even there, man. Uncle did that to Ace Andrew, though, man. He stepped up.
What he say?
He was the same way what Pop talking about, but he was like, hold on, no, he wasn't there. I ain't never seen him. She just woke him up too, though. So I know he was probably good. Man, like, he ain't got me up to bring me out here to the damn breakfast.
Damn it.
Yeah, so he like, he was about to show us what marriage look like for real up in the family. I was ready to see it, man, because we need to see some things like that from time to time.
Yeah, we don't need to just see the Bill Cosby moments. We need to see the grit in the grind.
Yeah, man. We want to see the struggles, man, so that way we know we got to go through it, man.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know none of this. We had to ask some questions, man. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta see the arguments, the disagreements.
Yeah.
And then see the glue come back together. You gotta see all that shit.
That definitely will open more people's mind, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, because so far all we know is just a swipe left or right.
Yeah.
If you don't like that motherfucker, just swipe left, like swipe right.
Yeah, you out of here.
That's what kind of toxic ass community we live in.
I know, right, man, and that's where your body counts come from.
Right.
You know, because everybody's swiping them lefts, man, on relationships.
Because I can instantly see how the woman is tapped more into her feminine energy, and then she get played on, then she do it again, get played on, and then she do it again, get played on, and then finally she like, fuck it, tap into that masculine, and she like, shit, I'm about to just fuck anything move. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Yeah, that's where that we kind of switched up like that too. I mean, like I talked about, we had to do so much kissing ass, I would say. You know, not to get no ass.
And that's how it is with the good guy. Like the good guy is more tapped into, you know, he's more a feminine energy dude. You know, he's more forgiving, and you know what I'm saying, he buying shit and he putting that energy forth, and then bam, she been talking to her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? She say she done broke up with 3 years ago, and y'all been in a relationship for 6. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. You know, shit. Like, she been cheating on your ass this whole time because she wants something different. She don't want that. She want that hardcore shit.
Yeah, she been wanting something for a minute, boy. She ain't even want to say it.
Right.
She been just letting you just come in there and do your thing.
You know, so it
she
is. She
could have been honest.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little honesty out there.
Yeah, I mean, and I think we talked about that on the other show too. Is like communication is key too.
We're gonna definitely have to keep on reiterating that for y'all, man, because you got to communicate that, man.
Yeah, communication is key. And I think overall, opposites do attract, but you gotta say what the deal is.
Say it
when y'all linking up, you gotta say what it is from the jump, and it ain't no confusion later on.
About the girl went, dude had to come out to where he was, and he dropped $5,000, and she didn't want to sleep with him or something like that. Well, she didn't want to sleep with him. That's what.
Was that the shit you were showing me the other day?
I think that was that one video.
Yeah, the dude was talking. He's talking about her in a hotel.
Yeah. I'm like, she's brave as fuck.
Hell yeah, she is, man.
I mean, you up in a hotel room with the dude, man. I mean, I don't watch enough Fresh 48s, man.
Like I ain't even had to go live. It's you. Yeah. I could have just went on your ass.
Right.
It's you.
I mean, he might be filming you to get likes while killing your ass.
Hell yeah.
I was like, damn, sister girl, you brave as fuck sitting up there.
Yeah, because he can have you set up on some dark web shit.
Yeah. I could be about to sell your ass.
I'm gonna get my $5,000 back.
Man.
You know, I was like, damn, girl.
Yeah, women do put themselves out there a little more to be in some more dangerous situations, boy. You know, trying to be on that hot girl summer shit still, man.
She be out knocking on the door, and he be like, the sacrifice has arrived.
He got the damn hot tub over here with blood already.
The sacrifice has arrived.
Sitting up in there, Man, this some amazing shit on Twitter, man.
That's some crazy shit, man.
Yeah,
right
she
there,
brave in the motherfucker.
Yeah,
I ain't no way.
You got to be safe out there at least.
Cause I be thinking the niggas to be going to go meet up with these girls brave the motherfucker. Cause that could be Big Bob. Big Bob sweaty ass talking to your ass the whole time. You sure do got a pretty mouth.
I've seen 2 or 3 cases of the girls doing that.
Yeah.
Calling up a dude, hey, come up to the hotel room, and I mean, I done seen 2 or 3 of them. One of them was up in Tulsa.
Tulsa just crazy.
Dude was running
Tulsa
around.
going down.
He had shot.
Shout out to the 918.
Carjacked
Shout out to the 918.
What was fucked up about it was he had carjacked a dude. I think it was in Tulsa. He had carjacked a dude. There might have been Atlanta. It was either Atlanta or Tulsa. He had carjacked the dude, shot the dude, left where he tried to and killed the dude. And dude was just trying to drive through drive-through and get some chicken. And they shot and killed him trying to carjack. Left there, went to the hotel room with his girl and said, we need some money. She said, well, I know this dude, and called this dude, and the dude came over to the hotel, and he ran out there trying to rob this dude and shot him.
Damn.
Like, Lord, have mercy.
Whoa,
I mean,
rough out there, man.
I just shot somebody. I'm trying to lay fucking low.
Man.
No, homeboy, like, call this motherfucker up.
Hey, man, you gotta protect yourself at all times, man. You better watch out for these motherfuckers out here, man.
Man, keep that pistola.
Man,
And
keep your eyes to the street.
The dude ran up on the dude going in the house with his family.
With his who?
With his family. The ring door cam caught the dude, him and his wife and kids was going in the house. And he looked over his shoulder and then turned around, pulled his gun out, and shot the dude. Dude was running up with his gun out trying to kill him. They going in the house. I mean, like, people cold blooded.
Goddamn, was that in Tulsa too?
I don't know where this was.
Like, you gotta be a cowboy and be in Tulsa, you hear me?
Boy.
You gotta be like, oh shit. Like, you gotta be ready for that quick draw.
Hell yeah.
Like, I ain't got time to fucking with y'all boys. Shit, you gotta be quick draw McGraw on this bitch. Nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Keep your beater in Tulsa. You gotta keep fucking around.
I stayed down there for a while, but I know it's rough, man.
I mean, you know, 405 that way too, but it ain't got shit. Like we
just a little bit more spread out than Tulsa. That's all it is. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just a little bit more spread out.
You better keep your beater here too.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking around.
Yeah, because all I keep hearing is terrorists.
Terrorists.
Apartments. 10th and out there.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep hearing all the shit happening. No matter what news, man, all that shit is happening. So
basically so in the long run, jumping back on topic, it ain't no way to fix it because it's already been here. So I mean, and then is there, okay, so let me ask y'all that while we're on the topic. Do you feel like there's an over influx of black women and black men that hate each other?
Hell yeah. I don't think it's a hate. I think it's just a misunderstanding, man. I'm telling you once.
Or has it just been publicized so much that it looks like that?
Yeah, and man, with girls trying to keep up with it, some of the women that want to keep up with it, man, that's why we got to change our mind frame. I won't even just say the women, some of the men too, shit.
Right.
Trying to keep up with that notion, man.
Yep. You know? Yeah, because I mean, again, when I went to this website or whatever, I think it's WashingtonInformed.com. This article that this young lady wrote, man, the comments was just filled with the negative black dude that just thinks white is right. You know what I mean? And he was just saying his statement over and over again in the comments. And then you had the black woman that was just, you know, bashing everything that was wrong with the black men in the present time. So you just like, you had the equal fire of people just shooting off the comments next, you know, adjacent one another to each other. It just looked bad, man, especially with the article or what she was saying anyway.
Yeah, with the black woman coming like that, then you almost like proving the point.
Right. I mean, that's what it was doing. It was just proving the point. It was just like, man, the comment section was the proof in the pudding. Like, damn. Like, man, it's just sad the way we tearing each other down. So overall, I feel like we got to know that there's an attack that's coming towards us in the first place. There's a reason why it's being, you know, brought to the forefront. There's a reason why, you know, they push it in, you know, marry outside of the black man, you know what I'm saying? Because there's an agenda at play. Shit. I'm going to say that to my dying day. Hell. there's an agenda at heart, because I feel like there's always been a masculine and there's always been a feminine, you know, in both genders, but for some reason it's been pushed to the notion that we got a problem with each other, and I don't feel like we do.
Nah, man. No, it's just, you got outside hands that already did studies on us without us even knowing, to our knowledge, you know, and then they using that against us, you know, with the stuff in the air, your food that you eating, you know, with the stuff you're watching on TV, the stuff you're watching on TikTok, all that stuff that they just letting out through the algorithm. I mean, that stuff was all, you know, studied to see to get us to this point.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, and I know to correct it is damn near impossible, because you're telling people to like take that shit out of your hand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Stop participating. But we know that shit ain't gonna happen. But we just need
shit like a drug, man.
Yeah, but we just need people to be you know, in the know. This is what's going on. Like you are being singled out, you are being attacked, you are being targeted.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying, and that's the reason why it seems like we're at odds with each other. But I don't feel like there's no plex at all.
No, so on the masculine and feminine side, then ain't no plex on that either. Because you see, we all need it on both sides anyway.
Right.
So
yeah,
man.
So bringing it back to square shit, just. You know, let's figure out how to work this shit out, man, because it ain't gonna get done through nobody but us.
Yeah, we gotta put the work in.
Gotta put the work in, man. And we gotta get back to a square where we can find a harmonious balance between both parties, and then realize that we do need each other. Shit, the black man needs the black woman, the black woman needs the black man. Period.
You got to know, and you got to say that.
Let's stop that bullshit, and you know, stop professing otherwise, man, because whatever they preaching on Facebook, whatever these agents is preaching on Facebook, is nonsense.
Yeah,
you know, let's just get that shit out there here on the Dirk Podcast Show.
You know, we're gonna bring it to you raw, man, uncut.
Right.
Yeah, let you know we got to say on that subject.
Yeah, man. But
man, what happened?
Shit, no, man, run out of time, man.
I know, man.
Anything else you want to say? Go ahead and shoot the shots, man. Shoot the shot.
Where he at?
Let it go.
Shots fired at y'all, man.
Shots fired.
Everybody that wanted to hit me up. I'm telling you, my phone been ringing all week, boy. That shit got me flabbergasted, man. And I ain't just talking about from one person.
Talk to him, goddammit. We got 15 minutes. Let him go.
I'm talking about the other people, man. Y'all like family to me too, man. You know how I roll, man. I'm straight up and uncut, man. So if you don't want to fuck with it, don't fuck with it, man. That's with anything in life. You don't want to fuck with something, don't fuck with something. Ain't nobody forcing you. You ain't got to speak them words to say it or nothing. You know?
So what they just been hitting you up, they want something, they want to get on the show or what?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And then game time show, and then ain't nobody showing.
I thought the couch was going to be full. I seen a good 5 names.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Shit. And, you know, I just get tired of it, man. You know, like I said, we out here every Sunday, man. Darker Podcast, man. We putting it out there, man.
Yeah, man. All caps.
All caps, man.
All caps.
If you don't like what we saying, hit us up on the Gmail, man.
Hey, like I always say, they got to watch this to know you talking about.
Hey, man, well, watch this, man. If you do, comment at the bottom of it, too, man. Let us know what's going on, man.
Right.
Because I definitely want to hear that, because I'm letting y'all know what I got to say.
So was it more than just people not showing?
Yeah,
I just hitting your line about other shit too.
Yeah, I understand people want to shoot the bullshit because they ain't fucked with you in a while, you know. But I'm a real motherfucker, man. I know how to talk to you just like this. Like, man, I ain't seen you in a while. What's happening?
Right.
You know what's been going on.
Yeah.
You know, listen to that. Respond off there.
You know, authentic shit.
Yeah, authentic shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gotta say I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this and do that. Yeah. Okay. You ask me to do something. I say I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And if I know I don't want to do it, I'm gonna say nah. I don't want to do that.
All right.
I know how to say that.
I thought you was talking about somebody trying to get you to purchase something.
Oh no, man. They ain't getting no money out of me right now, man.
All right. That's what I thought. Just,
I know you don't.
I thought she press that button. Press that button.
Hey.
All right.
That's straight to the third, man.
That's how I thought she was shooting shots with. I was like, oh, okay, man, you gotta shoot them shots, brother.
Nah, man, I wasn't even on that one because.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And we also got new content out, so everybody go look for that the Durka Entertainment. You know, we already got some of the CLD pages up, and that's for Call of Duty. So we streaming now. We got the Durka podcast. We got the Durka streams coming. We soon to have the Durka Fortnite videos coming.
That shit gonna be crazy. We got to see how we gonna edit that because my cousin got a foul mouth.
I mean. Yeah, we ain't trying to get banned.
You're gonna have already. A whole bunch of beeps going on.
Yeah, beep. So we're gonna have to figure out how to. And then also, Pop, can we do the Zoom calls too?
Zoom calls.
Like if we had somebody that was wanting to Zoom in, can we do that?
Yeah, we need to buy more. Whatchamacallit?
All right, but it is possible.
It's possible. Yeah.
Because all you do is capture the computer. Think about switching to a laptop instead of packing around this big deal.
Oh, okay.
Be a little light on you.
On this and do the capturing on the laptop. You just need a capture card.
All right.
All right. We need to get this together, man.
Yeah, but it's coming together though, man. It's gonna be brick by brick, piece by piece. But we're really building something from the ground up, and I can't wait till we start this artistry movement.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get on that shit since we.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and tell the people about that?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and start hitting up some of my local artists around here and seeing if we can't, not just be another platform for you, to be able to put your music out there, shit, what you got coming up,
right.
Have your new promotions right here, man.
Right.
We're trying to be that, for all the local Oklahoma artists, man. And even from out of town too. But we definitely trying to big up ours, man, because we want our market to grow.
Right.
I'm tired of.
Yeah, and then what was you saying? You were saying like we could play that music at the beginning of the show and shit.
Most definitely. We're gonna blast your music at the beginning, man. It's gonna be the whole month, man. You're gonna be like your jam of the month, man. So. Everybody that click on the podcast, man, they gonna hear your music. So that's good way to get everybody to keep hearing your shit, man, and they want to go, especially if you're trying to get it out there through our people, man. You'll have a good way right there. But
yeah, see, I heard first, man. Like you said, about to be tapping in with the streams. So we streaming now on the Call of Duty platform and the Fortnite, and we about to have the artistry coming. So. All the local artists that's out there that's watching, man, hit us up. What's a good contact for you, bro, for them to be sending in the information, as far as getting on, or as far as like letting you listen to the tunes, and you know what I'm saying. What's a good contact for them?
Man, they can always get at me on my email, dmcreations63@gmail.com.
Right.
Excuse me. Or we all podcast everything too, man. We check that too, so. Durka podcast @gmail.com. So, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I know y'all can find me around here.
Yeah. And then if y'all got any questions, y'all can hit us up on the Durka podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, email. You know what I'm saying? So,
even on the YouTube, man, y'all go over there, man. Go ahead and like and subscribe. You can comment on this video. Tell us what's up on it. Because when I talked to my cousin, boy, she ran it down like those duet videos. She was sitting there watching it, and she let me pause it. All right, I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
So we really got people out here looking at the video.
Yeah,
I was looking at this shit like we got a catalog in this motherfucker, man. We had like what, 15, 16 videos?
Yeah, we have 15, 16 right here, man. We putting them out there, man. So. Yeah. They watching me. We giving y'all something to watch, man.
So shit, like I say, always hit that subscribe button, because I most definitely I'll be tuning at work. Yeah. I'll just be listening to this shit while I'm just driving around, not doing shit anyway at work. So you know what I'm saying? That's during downtime, bitches. So you can't use that to You know what I'm saying?
Can't use that against you.
Can't use that against me, bitches. Yeah, we gotta throw that in there too. So but hit that like and subscribe button, and then jam us out at work, man. First thing it'll be there. Especially if you go to bed early on a Sunday or some shit, you don't stay up with us. First thing Monday morning, have us already loaded up. Already have your questions in hand, and go ahead and email us. We love the fan and the view interaction, man. We love that shit.
Yeah, man. We can't. It's really been going down here and that, man. That's what's been keeping us going, man.
Real shit.
Them good old interactions, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. That's much love for real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But man, I guess we done got our masculine and feminine energy down to our science.
Right. If it was anything that we said that was wrong, shit, like you said, man, feel free to use that email address to hit us up out there too.
Yeah,
shit.
we waiting, man. We wanna hear you.
Yeah.
Hear from you, shit.
Because it was all said with love, but if you felt otherwise, you felt offended, most definitely hit us up so we can get that shit corrected. Yeah.
But yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and leave y'all with that one, man. So I'm gonna sign on off, and I'm your boy Dirty.
I'm Trey.
And we is Al.